You can hear me, no? Okay. Maybe we can call. Okay, are you ready? I just kindly ask you to close your eyes. Maybe also like this. And I just want that 1 minute, you just, I leave you in darkness. Darkness begins with life, and we all come from the darkness. We are the light of this universe. We are all in the dark room right now. And we are all coming from the dark. We were born like this. I was also born like this, with tears. Only difference, it was like I was born in Istanbul. Now you can open your eyes. And it was like my self-portrait. We are coming from dark, like it is like this photo that I did, like it was dark, but the light is the thread, like I sew it, stitch it, and it is like we can think like we are waking up every morning from the darkness. So it was a morning that I did it, and it was like we are always born. And but only the difference, like we all coming from the dark, but only the difference, like I was born in Istanbul and you, I don't know, different cities you were born. And it is like the Istanbul, when I was born, there were only 3 million people. Like the population is not like today, like not 20 million. And the beauty is the Istanbul is there are 7 hills like Rome, like Lisbon also. And who am I? Like I am Turkish artist and photographer based in Rome. I am Ozge, Ozge Sahin in Turkish, like with like Ozge. But I am always telling my name like Ozge because it is difficult for everyone. The name meaning is unique, and my artwork focus on female identity and self-discovery, like human life and daily experiences. My mediums are photography and now trade and installation. Everything starts with the photography, but not the beginning. It was like this because like I studied international relations in Istanbul, and I moved to Italy in 2009. And then I was working for like for international company. I have a marketing career. They told like this, and but I said that no, it is not me. It is something inside me. It is like I don't want to do this. Like I want to do art or something different. Like I want to create. And 2012, I quit my job and I said that okay, I want to study it. And I started studying Fine Art Academy in Rome. And then I graduated, and it is about photography, of course. And I was so impressed with the nature. Maybe it is like I was missing the nature because in Istanbul, unfortunately, like we hadn't got so many parks. And in Rome, like I had the experience to have these nature things. Like I was going always to parks, other things, and I started to take photos. And the nature, it was like for me, it was like we are the nature. I really discovered in Rome these things because before it was I was only living in the buildings, and then I find many connections with the photography, with the nature. It was like I don't know. It is the kind of for me like two people hugging each other because it's something about also like human body and. like kind of the female identity I see, like it is very fragile and very, I don't know what, like with emotions, many emotions. And I fall in love with the reflections of the nature, like this, the human body. And then I start to take photos also, portraits of women. And I was impressed the female figures in my photos. They were a bit sad, scared, but they were strong. Like my aim was simply gathering women portraits and their emotions together and knowing their stories. Like I didn't take only photos. Like I was like I was touching their lives maybe because I want to know their stories, who they are, what they are doing. It's like some of my photos, and it is also kind of something like I don't know how can I explain, but it's like they were searching for freedom also to do things like freely. It is also kind of self-discovery from these photos with these people, with this female identity, female figures, and the this is for example, she's an Iranian girl. And this is Chinese. I don't know. It is like I didn't plan it, but I always met people from different countries, like mostly female people, like women, in part, and I really impressed with these images. And then my first exhibition, it was in Rome. Film My Woman, Female Woman. It was also after my 2 years residence in Italy. I took photos of different women, like as I told you, like different age, background, different jobs, like they were doing. And I wrote as a one-woman story, like also different age, like started from chronologically. And then I would like to discover also new techniques, like I want to put them also like the transparent photos together, and I was burning also photos, like putting the other eyes or other things. And then I will explain also how I start to trade, and now I am doing also this kind of techniques. And I had some exhibitions also there, like about these photos. And in 2015, like it was like I start to very concentrate on the focus on the time. I start to document the time photos, like I found the wheel, and it was like for me this symbol of time, and this idea just came like the time is the end of the beginning of life, kind of the circle. And it is like a fish that I bought for a lunch, normal fish. And it was like, and I was thinking like, but this fish had a life, and now I am sorry if there is someone like vegetarian here, like I am really sorry. But it is like I was thinking about this fish life, like she had also story. And I asked my friend to, before eating this fish, like to feel this fish and telling her thoughts, other things. And then this idea came, like I want to document, I want to invite people in my house, and like because I'm working, like it was my studio also kind of, and I want to create the unique moments, like present moments with them together. And I invited like 12 people in my house, and like it was like 4 or 5 hours visit. I asked them to turn off their phones, and I want them that they concentrate like only this moment. And we did some not meditation but relaxing moments, like this is my bed also, they lay down, And after I gave them like tasks, missions, like okay, now what do you want to do? Like cutting like the tomatoes, or eating the egg, or writing, or drawing, like. And that at the end of the 4 hours or 5 hours, I asked them questions about how they live their lives, and I documented like photography. I have a video, but it is really long, so I didn't want to bore you. um, so it was kind of my experiment of the living the present moments, also these unique moments that I was taking photos. My mission was taking photos and taking videos, but they were doing other things. They were concentrating on their tasks. And at the end, just from the present moments, like I also created the past. It is my first documentation to see to all these moments. It was very, I don't know how to explain, different project for me. And then last year, like a place asked me to do an exhibition about women for 8th of March. And I didn't want to do something like I did before. I was thinking like, what should I do? I don't want to do like, okay, nations, other things. I believe like women, we understand each other, so we haven't got nations like between women. We are like one nation. So I was thinking like if I put something, if I hide the woman, and because these women also in my life, like women, they help me to discover myself, and also maybe I give something like it is kind of connection between us. So I said that okay, this woman I discovered by myself, because I found in my lifetime, like in different periods of my lifetime, I want that also the visitors came and do something and discover. So this was the idea. I put fabric like on the photos. I will show you the video, so it will be. It was Le donne nascoste, the hidden woman. So who came? They have to like it is another thing. Like I asked them, like please touch in general, like the museums or gallery. They say that please don't touch. I want to touch always the things like I don't know. But instead this time I said that no, because you have to see the photos. So if you have to discover, you have to touch it. The idea is also we are discovering ourselves by ourselves, by how can I say it? Ourselves. Yes. So we have to do this work like alone, not like I am going and saying, "Oh, okay, look at this photo." And these are the photos. And I also attended like Sona Dom Night is a Salmonetta. They did a festival for women. And then what happened? What happened? Lovers who suffer for love. It was my bet, in 2000, no, last year. I think I want to change my bet, and the new bet just came. And in Rome, things are working very slow, and nobody takes this bet. So it was in my room, and I said, no, I have to do something. Like, and then I was thinking that I want to write something on it, and then I want to sew it, like stitch it. And then I understand that something like these words are very strong. Like I never expected lovers who suffer for love, because many people here, I don't know me, I believe like we suffer once at least for love. So it was like I understand that this material, this object, like that it is like knowing us more than us, because like when we are sleeping, maybe we have fears or some dreams, other things like we don't know unconsciously, like, but we share with this bed. Maybe the bed knows us better than us. So it just arrived, and I am still working on it, like not finished it, doing little flowers. And then I like the idea, like it is for me like clicking point. Okay, I understand. Like I love to see, because the photography, like I just discovered my one of my fifth sense, like to seeing, and now it is like also touching is very important. And then I started the collage. It is like white woman, the unicorn. I discovered that the unicorn is like kind of the white woman who has the unicorn is like a virginity, like protecting herself with the snakes. It is like also our daily life sometimes, like when someone outside, like the woman life, like wants to benefit from you or abuse you, like you want to protect you. It is kind of my idea. Like it is also kind of like this. It is a Pandora. Middle age tapestry, this one, like I just cut and collage it, and this is like Pandora. When open the jar, we saw all the devils coming, and but the thing is sometimes like the little cat may be very cute but can disturb you. And then I also inspired from my photos that I took, and I was doing the same photos like this also, like the portraits of female figures, stitching the canvas. And the woman with the water relation, like we are also, water is so important for our life. Then I attended an Viterbo, Biennale di Viterbo in Italy last year with like 2 meters, something very big. I stitch also on, it is a plastic boat kind of. It was like invisible woman, because it is a half woman and half bird, and it is like a femininity, like with a red tape. It was the place is very interesting because it is a ghost village. It was like when we put the things, like it was like a ghost woman. You can see, but you have to come closer to see this woman. But she doesn't want to show that she is woman also, like a kind of a ghost also. And this is Yöntem Osman. I love a set anti-fascist. It is about I'm not very interested in politics, but it is like I really care of society, people lives, and Osman Kavala is one of the person, like they in Turkey, like they accuse him, he is responsible for Gezi Park protests. I don't know, do you know the Gezi Park protests? You heard maybe. In 2013 it happened, and it was like a protest. It is like the activists wants to protect one of the park close to Taksim, and police came and they attacked the activists, and then it became like a protest all in Turkey, and like now this person, like Osman Kavala, he is working for charity, and he is doing very good things for Turkish people, but he is not unfortunately, he is like against the government, but he doesn't do anything for the Gezi Park, because Gezi Park is something like people were rebelling. It is a normal thing. And now he is in prison 500 days without any reason. They just accuse him that he is responsible for Gezi Park. That's why I wrote these words, and I wrote Je t'aime because he was born in Paris. And then Indivisible. It is like it was 2 canvas that I did. Indivisible, it is indivisible in English, also the same word. It is it is a now it's a slogan in Italy. Also in Italy, the situation is not very good, unfortunately. The racism is not. They are doing educated all the voluntary camps, like the immigrants are refugees are living there. So the government is really doing really hard time for Italy, I can say. So it is like we are like the humankind. It is impossible that we are not divided. I cannot see like you are different color nations. I don't know. It is impossible that you can divide us, but they want to divide us. So I want to do something with the blood because we have the same blood. The color is not important, and it is separation is not real. It is also threat. Give me these things like I cannot see anything like separation is not exist for me. It is like everything is connected to each other. And the fragile, it is also, I think, it is coming from the, but maybe you cannot see, you can see. It is very, it is kind of, I inspired for nature. It is very fragile, like the trees and the colors. And hello, Zarafa. Hola, ciao, merhaba. When before coming here, I was thinking about home, like where is our home? Like why do we need home? Security, love, peace. I don't know. Also, like when I ask myself, like where is home? It is really difficult to explain this feeling. Like now I am here, I have home, but I have home in Rome, also in Istanbul, but there is no one in Istanbul because my father is working in China and my sister in living in Chicago. So it is like I don't know where is my home. So I said that maybe there are also, I mean, it's a home crisis all around the world, but we are living one home, like the world is our home. We have to remember always this. And it was like my first days in here. She's a Brazilian artist, like she was here, but because of the personal things that she has to leave, and I was a bit sad when she left. It was like at home I was alone, and I was writing like these words like home, home, home. Okay, I'm going to create something about home, but what? And then I start to do want to create something like without borders. Everyone can enter this home. I don't know. It is like brainstorming, nothing special. And I was seeing Lisbon, like I was seeing many colors. Like it is beautiful. All the buildings have the colors. And I was doing these things. And then I said that maybe I can document my home story. Here also there are some, and if you want I can show you. So it was like I start to write things and stitch things like Turkey, Italian. You can see, no? Okay, this one. And I was writing home again, and then I found like address explanation. It was like in Lisbon I found it, and it was a question for me, but also in Italy, like, many people are very feeling very insecure in this moment. I saw in one of the protests like siamo tutti stranieri causa. We are all foreigners in home. Like when we think like we are, when we think about the world, yes, we are all foreigners also. And then I came here from Istanbul. I was in February, I was in Istanbul, and I don't know, like, something happened to me, like, I miss home, but I don't know where am I missing, like, Istanbul, Rome, and then I was thinking that, yes, one of my home is Istanbul, because I was born there, but I am the home, like a turtle, maybe I can explain, because the turtle, wherever she goes, she's with her home. And then I start to write some melancholy just came out. I don't know what happened, like writing mi manca casa in Italian also. Mi manca casa means like I miss home, I miss home. And it is all brainstorming, and then the idea just came out. I found a colorful tools, and I was so I discovered this hidden emotion like missing. It is a bit sad, melancholy, but I am a really happy person. I didn't discover it also. I didn't know. I love Lisbon. Please don't understand me like it is not like it is kind of try to understand. And I was thinking about the people like, okay, I'm okay, I have a home everywhere, but there are people like the immigrants, other people like they are really searching home and they are leaving some stories and they have to come here. And then I was thinking that okay, I am not the only one, and there are people like they are living this emotion. So I plan to start to search in Lisbon other women who come and here to create their new home. Maybe they miss something, so maybe sometimes you miss language because like you don't speak your language. I try to speak with everyone Italian outside because it is like Portuguese is like Italian. So sometimes you miss language, you miss smell or memories or something about your home, maybe your mother or someone you left at home, like in that country, homeland. It is like we are calling also homeland. It is like, it means that the country is kind of your home, the land that you born. So it is, I try to create this empathy between women. And I'm still working on it. Like today also I met an African woman. She's 56 years old. She came here, maybe she was 5 years old. Yes. And when I asked her like, are you missing your home, do you miss your home? And she told me that she was like, I didn't understand very much, but she wants to cry because she tell me something. I understand like Portuguese, but very little. And in English, she said that she was adopted and came here. It is like she left everything, her family also. So this emotion, really, this hidden emotion is really, and also I discovered a word, saudade. Maybe you know, everyone knows this. It is really connected with Lisbon also. It is the fado music also, like they are talking about singing for like something they miss. So these home things like sometimes we are missing, but maybe we don't recognize. But sometimes like something inside us, like crying. So now I am working about this, and I was planning that when I do this installation, I wrote like Miman Kakalba in home and other in Turkish. I want to write another thing. So at the end I want that also men, the male visitors who wants to see, like they have to put a tube like this one. On their heads, so in order to see from our eyes this feeling. And I use these colors because it is also too why I use, because it is very woman thing the men never use, and that's why maybe I want that they put their head and see from our eyes. I want that they feel these emotions. I am working with emotions, I think. So the sense of sight and touch I am working on now. This is all. Thank you so much. Obrigada. If you have questions. Do you have questions? Yes.
Thank you very much. It's more about something material for me, which seems that you begin with this photograph that is very site-based, and then you're adding thread into it, and then it seems that the thread is coming out again. And I'm interested in how people interact with your work. So you say at the end, people are going to put this over their head.
Yeah.
But then with the photographs that you put thread into, are people encouraged to touch that all these works, or is it you all touched it?